Okay, this is GamerBlave and we're back with Deadly Premonition. And if you watched the last video, you know that we killed a lot of time in the town and we just got to the community center where we are going to give our speech that we have been, I guess, looking forward to for quite some time now. So here we are at the community center.
Elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough roll. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please, guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the Raincoat Killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Carol McLean.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Thomas looks embarrassed.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Sure knows how to steal thunder. Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Oh, time to get our investigation on. Whoa.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions.
Especially the deadly ones.
They still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Okay. What do we have here? Oh, some coffee. Well, I guess I might as well take it. Coffee black. Lots of people to talk to.
Are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
I am not done. There are about 1 billion people here to talk to. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, hang on a second. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Okay, who can I talk to? Can I talk to anyone in here? There's literally a single person in here that I can talk to. Wait, this is interesting. A little aha, suspects.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
Darts Bar. Classy. And I'm sure
How'd you like the
very
town?
popular.
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, murder rates have nothing to do with town sizes.
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Q.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Your jeans are too tight, son.
But why does that bring the FBI here?
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you, but it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
We know and see everything, except for who murdered the, person that we're looking for. Well, no, I mean, you know what I mean. We're not looking for the person who was murdered. The murderer.
Mr.
Brian.
I'm an idiot.
Gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna. Her smile. So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. So bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that that guy murdered her, but I'm pretty sure we should lock him up anyway. Pretty darn sure of it. That dude needs to be put in the slammer. Cigarette, heavy. Yeah, we're taking that. Toolbox.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
Okay. I guess that conversation is over. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Something bad. This guy looks serious.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
Yeah, the general.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero.
So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little
Tell that to
speech
John
was the
Rambo.
raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit. One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Yeah, he demoted himself after the war. And apologies for the reference there. I know that in the movie, the original Rambo, it was not his hometown. At least I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch that movie right now. It's a freaking awesome movie. But I don't believe that was his hometown. I think that was... if I remember correctly, it was one of his buddies' hometown that he was going to that caused, that was the start of that whole situation.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Okay. Interesting. Their little interaction there at the end. Now, I would really like to see a, well, let me, whoa. Now, I guess, oh man. Oh, okay, there is a save point over here. I'm actually going to go run to it, because I'm growing in concern for, you know, something happening and me losing my progress here. Oh, hey, Polly, dibs on that. Agent Honor, mine. I've got a number of things in my inventory here that I can probably go ahead and stash. let's go ahead and stash. Oh, I don't need to have all that coffee out. Oh, I've got 20 of 20 cigarettes. Now, I wish you could stash like some of them, you know, so I could, you know, pick some of them up. We got some pickles. 4 of 8 small first aid kits. I'm gonna keep the first aid on me. I think that's probably good. Actually, we'll just hang on to that for now. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and, since I've got these 2 pipes, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the shovels away. And that'll give me the ability to pick up another weapon should I encounter it. But I'm still going to go ahead and use the plan on using the pipes up and then switching to shovels, because I know that I can get shovels, it seems like, fairly easily by fishing.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick Cormack.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You're sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Okay, that guy is not particularly useful.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Well, no, I met her in the last video.
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really. But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Heck yeah, Frank. We're gonna do that together. Alright, Don Cheadle. Tell me what's up.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
He doesn't look very much like Don Cheadle close up, but he did kind of from far away.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Wait, so, oh. So this is what he's selling. Well, I don't need any of this stuff. Patrol car will come soon. It's for an emergency. I might grab a couple of these flares. I know I have at least 1 or 2 of them, but they seem like a fairly reasonable price. I'm gonna go ahead and buy just a few of the. Okay. Well, that's good then. That'll be fine. And the lollipops are pretty inexpensive, relatively so. And you can carry a bunch of them. So I have some emergency lollipops on hand. I've already got some. Okay. Alright.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Okay. Those are some weird hours of operation. Some really weird hours of operation. But anyway, he has some... I hope that's not just the stock that he has in his store. Now, I am glad that we found the 10mm submachine gun and didn't have to buy that. That was really handy.
Hey, Lily.
Agent York, your speech frightens some of us a little. You should work on being more sensitive with words when talking to groups.
Really? I tried my best to be gentle. So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Just Becky, really. She works part-time at the store. She's been acting strange recently.
Strange? How?
I took the boys along to visit her house today. I was just worried, you know, because she hasn't come into work at all after that incident. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily. Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Okay. I probably should have been writing some of this stuff down because I'm going to remember approximately a 50th of this.
Hey, York, you were rocking it large up there.
Was I? I haven't been on stage like that since elementary school.
You made me think, man, like, things can't go on like this. We need, like, some action or something. I was pretty psyched up, you know, before you got on stage. I was like, dude, a real psycho in town. Pretty sweet gig. But now, I mean, dude, that lunatic could be any one of us, man. I don't want to think of that whack job coming after my family. Makes me shudder all over, man. It was way too heavy. You'll catch him, right, FBI?
Of course. But you need to be able to take care of those you love, too.
You're right, man. Right on the level. I need to do what's right for my family, man. You lit my soul, man. Thanks, FBI.
Okay, that dude's insane. That dude has lost it. There are a billion people here.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to, in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean. I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Okay. He didn't really offer us much useful information.
New York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation. Anyways, you should come by the gas stand again. I'll give you the best service in town.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
Yeah, why did a lot of these people bother coming here?
I've nothing to say to you.
I haven't asked you anything yet, Jack.
Shut it! I might open up if you introduce me to, I don't know, a Ben Franklin or two.
What a creature. Guess there's always someone like him in every town.
Okay, so I think we've got these two people to talk to, and that's probably it. Okay, what do we have going on here? Do we really need to flash the credentials here?
Hi. My pot is getting cold.
Oh my goodness. The pot lady, yeah.
Hey, mister. My pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Most of these people are not giving me anything in terms of
Mr.
information
Morgan, you're quite an impressive
for the
public
case.
speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
Like,
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
what kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
okay.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Yeah, most of those conversations were utterly and completely useless. Back in the hole. It's an interesting jacket. Oh man, that was I'm not sure what to say about that segment of the game. I'm not sure what to say about that at all. Okay, we got some money though. Got some cash. Do we want to save? Yes. We do. And that being said, I do believe that's where we're going to cut it for this one. Now that we have completed that part of the saga, and you know, hopefully that's going to be a pretty good place, and we're going to be able to pick up. We're going to be able to pick up with the investigation right here next time, and it actually just crashed on me. So hopefully the save took. Hopefully the save took. So that's where I wanted to stop. And evidently Deadly Premonition wanted me to stop there too. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be picking up right here next time.